Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Seasoned Cuisine. Today I am creating one of my favorite meals of all time, jerk chicken. I used to buy jerk chicken almost every day in college, and I finally figured out how to marinate my chicken from scratch. So if you want to see how to make your own jerk chicken, keep on watching. So for my ingredients for my jerk chicken, I'm first starting with some mutated green onions, also known as scallions. I have a quarter white onion or yellow onion, some Scotch bonnet pepper. This is some thick slice. I don't know how to measure this, but some thick slice of fresh ginger. And I have I'm using a whole orange, but it's just a small orange. So you can use a big orange if you want to. Some brown sugar. This is some light brown sugar, but any brown sugar would do. I have some olive oil over here. Use olive oil. Make sure it's olive oil and not vegetable oil. I have some thyme. So a handful of thyme. I have half green pepper. Make sure it's some green pepper. And then I have some soy sauce. You can use low sodium soy sauce or any soy sauce. Some apple cider vinegar. So make sure you use apple cider vinegar, not white vinegar or rice vinegar. I have here my pimento seeds, also known as allspice. You can use the seeds or you can use the powder, the already grounded powder, but I use both. And then I have a bunch of garlic. You definitely need a lot of garlic over here. And then I have this thing. It's this African stock cube seasoning. It adds salt, so you can use any other seasoned salt that you have. I also am using Grace's all-purpose, seasoning. And then I have this jerk sauce that I bought from the store. This is the brand that I'm holding to oh my God, is that my left? It's Ocho Rios. And then the other one is the Walker one. So you can choose any one you want. I prefer Ocho Rios. And then I'm going to add some cinnamon to my seasoning, to my marinade. And then I'm going to be adding some nutmeg. And then next we have the New Orleans jerk seasoning. I bought this spice from New Orleans during one of my trips, but I'm sure you can get it from Amazon or anywhere else. I'm going to be adding some salt because you need salt in your food. We don't want any bland food. And then finally, I have some browning sauce. Nope, I lied. I have some blended black pepper. And then finally, we have Grace's browning sauce to add color to our food. So now let's get into the chicken. Let's wash our chicken and all of that. So I already cleaned my chicken with some salt and vinegar. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you want me to show you how I clean my chicken, comment below and I will do a video on that. But I just made sure I cleaned my chicken, made sure it is sparkling, it is glistening, it is clean, all the nastiness is gone. And then when I wash my chicken, I let it sit on a rack for an hour for the water to drip. I want the skin of the chicken to be dry. Before I put the seasoning, then I'm just taking napkin to just make sure I take all the excess liquid out because we want our chicken to be dry before we season it. So now I have my chicken in a bowl, and the next thing I'm going to do is you also want the skin left on your chicken for the jerk. And I'm just going to score my chicken because doing this allows the seasoning to go inside the chicken so that it will be fully marinated. So make sure you do this step for your chicken. Now let's create the marinade for our seasoning. So the first thing I'm going to do is, my pimento seeds, I wanted to use the fresh seeds instead of like the powdered mix already, the allspice. So I just used a coffee grinder to grind the seeds to make it fine because I realized that if I just put the seeds straight into my blender, it doesn't blend. It just stays in that seed form. So I always grind it first before I put it in the blender with my other spices. So here, just add all of your spices except the salt. The salt, I like to add the salt directly to the chicken. So everything that I listed or showed you prior, put all of that in the blender. And I will have the specific measurements in the description box below. But blend everything until it looks like this. like that, fine, and everything is blended, and that's it, guys. So now it's time to marinate our beautiful chicken. So just before I even add the salt, I always taste my marinade. Some people hate that. My sister hates that. But I always taste my marinade to see how salty it is, to determine how much salt I want to add directly on my chicken. And I just eyeball it. This looks like, it looks like more than 1 tablespoon. Looks like 1.5 tablespoons of salt. I'm just adding directly to my chicken, because this way the salt actually sticks inside in the chicken. Once you mix the salt in the chicken and everything is evenly distributed, that's when I like to add the marinade. So make sure you take out all the marinade, don't waste anything, and just make sure you mix the chicken. Make sure everything is covered and everything looks nice, and then it should look like this. Make sure you cover your chicken and let it marinate for at least 24 hours. This is the next day, and in this bowl, I have equal mix of cherry wood chips, hickory wood chips, and I also have a lot of pimento seeds because I'm going to use this to smoke my jerk chicken. In Jamaica, what really gives the jerk chicken that flavor is pimento wood. We don't have pimento wood in the US, and it's not really available in a lot of places except Jamaica. So the best way, or the closest thing to that taste, is using the hickory mix of cherry and the pimento seeds. So what I do is, the day I'm going to grill my chicken, I make sure I soak all of that in a bowl for at least 24 hours, not 24, for 4 hours, so that, you know, the wood will soak up the liquid, so that when we're smoking our chicken, it won't dry up really easily or burn really fast. So what I'm doing is, I made sure that I measured my grill, because I want the chips to line perfectly inside my grill, to fit perfectly. You don't want it to be too long that your grill won't be able to close. So make sure you check your grill, because you want it to fit. And what I'm doing is, I just want to make sure I secure the wood chips. So I'm going to wrap it twice with foil. Once the foil is secure, the next thing you want to do is grab a fork, which is better, or if you don't have a fork next to you, use a knife. But what you want to do is, you want to puncture a lot of holes in the foil. So puncture some holes, the front, back, and the sides, because when you put the foil on the grill, it's going to release a lot of smoke. That's where the flavor is. That's what's going to flavor the chicken. So you want the holes, so that all that aroma and that flavor will go into the chicken. I am using a charcoal grill to grill my jerk chicken today, and I'm going to be placing my chicken, I'm going to be cooking my chicken on the warming rack on top. So that what I'm doing right now is, I want to make sure when I close the grill, the foil is right underneath the warming rack. Like, I want it to sit directly underneath the chicken to give it that flavor. So that's what I'm doing right now. And once I feel like my foil is placed perfectly, I just put all of my jerk chicken on the warming rack over there, because that's where I'm going to cook my jerk chicken the entire time, because I'm smoking it to give it that flavor. I'm going to leave it there for a long time. So just place all of your chicken nicely, and then this is the final result. And now just close your grill. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to let it sit there for 40 minutes. And after 40 minutes, I'll come check on my chicken, and this one I'll flip it. This is what our chicken looks like after 40 minutes. Make sure you flip all of the chicken, close the grill again, and let it sit for 20 minutes, and then you'll be done cooking. And it'll be bomb, I promise you. And here we go, guys, 20 minutes later. And an hour cook time later, here's our final chicken. I just took a foil pan. You can use anything, but I just took a foil pan. I'm just going to put all of my chicken there. And that's it, guys. This is how you marinate and grill your chicken, how to smoke it, how to give it that really authentic flavor, that delicious flavor. I promise you guys, if you taste this chicken, my parents and my family, we fight for this chicken. People fight for this chicken. Please try this chicken and let me know what you think. This is the final result, all presentable and nice. But if you love this video and you want to see more authentic, more delicious, seasoned seasoned food. Please subscribe and hit the notification button for upcoming videos and just get notification if you want to see me some more. But thank you so much and bye.